Honey.
Close.
Okay, it's Saturday evening, and we had a long day. The kids got back into acting school. That had been on a hiatus for a couple weeks, so we got back into our routines of doing our walking at our park. That was nice. We enjoyed that. And then we got to have a really nice lunch with my grandparents. We don't get to see them very often now where we are, so we had a nice lunch with them, and now we're doing dinner. So the biggest reason for our visit with my grandparents was corn. So our favorite place where we grew up in Frankfurt is called Galrine Farms. They have the best corn. It's not.
You've been with us for a while. You know we get our corn every summer from them religiously.
Yep, every summer. So I talked to Grandma and Papa about it, and they're like, "We got you." So they got us a huge bushel of it and a side one. They used to always have peaches and cream, and that was their sweet yellow corn. And then they had a variety called Silver Queen, and that was their white corn. And we really like white corn, but apparently they don't do Silver Queen anymore. They do this new one. So they got us a dozen of those, so we're going to give them a try tonight and see how they are. So we're not overly hungry because we had a pretty good size lunch. Not bad lunch, but good size.
We did good.
We did do good. So we're just going to have some corn. She's making some butter noodles for the kids to have. And then we got some leftover chicken thighs from last night that we're going to eat.
Yum.
What is the only way to boil corn?
So I got this rule from my mom, and it makes the perfect corn. So you bring your water to a boil. Don't put your corn in yet. Once it's to a boil, you put your corn in, set a timer for 10 minutes, boil it for 10 minutes, and then turn it off, and the corn is perfect. Perfectly done.
We had such an amazing and fulfilling weekend. We spent time with family. We got to get back to our normal Saturdays, which is our routine of walking. We take the kids to their acting class that is quite a bit away from us. So Zach and I found a park that we've walked at for about 6 or 7 months now. So we finally got to get back to that routine. And while they were in class, we enjoyed that. We walk around 3 to 4 miles, and it's just a really nice park that we walk at. After that, we got to meet his grandparents for lunch, and then they gave us our corn that we got from Gal Ryan's. So I spent most of this day, which you'll see me here, meal prepping and just getting my meals ready for the week, and then we did the corn. One major way that I like to stay on track with my health and fitness journey is to meal prep. I don't do it every single week. I mainly just do it on the weeks where I really need to narrow in on what I'm eating and get back on track, or if I know we're going to be busy and we're going to be out and about and I just need some quick meals to throw in the microwave and we reheat. While everyone in the house and the whole family is on a health and fitness journey, it's mostly me, as you have seen from many of the years that you have watched, that really just needed to narrow in and deep dive into it and keep myself on track so that I could get to my goal weight and get to my fitness goals and feel my best. So sometimes I will meal prep just for myself and give myself those meals with the pre-portioned out. And that way the kids and Zach can have what they want and enjoy within reason. Obviously, they still eat good foods, but they don't have to suffer down to my level and eat the things that I'm eating. They do sometimes, but if I were to have them eat what I eat all the time, which is sometimes the same meals over and over, they would probably go crazy. So sometimes it's just me, and I get those meals in the fridge, and then I can reheat them just for myself, and they're pre-portioned out, and I know exactly what calories and protein and carbs are in them, and that way I don't have to worry about it. So today that looked like roasting some salmon at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then also roasting some sweet potatoes. And then I also prepped some broccoli for me, and then I prepped some quinoa. I went ahead and got that going. I do mine just like rice. I bring it to a boil, and then I let it simmer. But the one thing I do different with my quinoa, and you can try this if you want, it's really good, is I throw just a little bit of turmeric in and then a little bit of garlic, and just gives it more flavor and makes it really tasty. I had my little kitchen helper, as you can see with me. She's not so much my little helper anymore. She's more of my co-pilot and my best friend. Love her dearly. And, she recognizes the journey that I'm on, and she's proud of me. She tells me all the time, but I still let her be a kid. So here she's making her own lunch. She's making some chicken nuggets in the air fryer, and she's just kind of waiting on me to get out of her way, basically. I also made a dozen hard-boiled eggs here from Our Chicken Eggs, and I just put those in the fridge throughout the week so we can have them for a quick breakfast with our protein shakes, or we can throw them over salad, which is really good and adds that extra protein into our salad. The major reason that I did this whole health journey, if you've been with us for a while, you can see how much weight I've lost. It's about 100 pounds now, and I'm super excited about that. I'm happy to where I've gotten, but I still have a long way. But the reason I started this was first and foremost for myself and my health, for my self-esteem, for my well-being, for my long-term, and then secondly for my children. So they're proud of me. Like I said, they watch me do all this. They join me most of the time, but I do still let them be kids and enjoy the things that they get to enjoy while they're kids and while they don't have to worry about it. But I think the most important part here is not forcing them to eat all the foods that I eat and stay on this strict regimen of the foods and the calories that I eat. The most important part is them seeing the healthy habits we put into place, them watching me change my lifestyle, change my diet, and then watching me stay active all the time and making those habits. And I know that for later in their future, that will pay off. Even if they didn't participate 100% of the time, they watched it 100% of the time. And that's what they're going to remember. And that's what's most important for me as a mother, is that they have those healthy habits to put into perspective later in life when it really comes into play. While I was meal prepping, I went ahead and took a quick lunch break for grilled chicken, broccoli, and some quinoa. It's one of my absolute favorite meals. I know I'm getting everything I should, protein, and it's vegetables, and it's just really, really good. So after that, I pre-portioned out into 3 Tupperwares exactly how much I wanted, which was about 3/4 cup of quinoa, about a cup of cooked broccoli, and then 2 of the containers had about 4 to 5 ounces of a piece of salmon that I roasted, which was delicious. And then the other one, you'll see here in just a second, I filled it with cooked turkey kielbasa, and I love that meal. So the last meal is going to be the cooked turkey kielbasa, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. And then just like that, I've got 3 meals that will probably be lunches. It could be lunch and dinner for me. And then I've got the hard-boiled eggs. I've got breakfast that's already easy to go, and all of this will keep me on track for the week. Meal prepping has honestly been one of the biggest keys to staying consistent on my health journey. As a busy mom, life gets hectic, Between taking care of the kids, the housework, and everything else, it's so easy to grab whatever is quick when you're hungry. When I just take an hour or two each week to prep these healthy meals, I'm making the healthy choice the easy choice. It takes the guesswork out of the day, it helps me stay on track with my goals, and keeps me from reaching for convenience foods when I'm tired. Remember, meal prep isn't about perfection, it's about setting yourself up for success. A little planning today can save you a lot of stress later. If you're trying to build a healthier lifestyle, start with your meals. I promise you, your future self will thank you. If you enjoyed the meal prep, definitely let me know because I have so many other meal preps that I do, so many ideas, and I would love to show you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're following this journey with me. It means the world to me to have your support, and I love you guys.